Hello everyone, welcome to our presentation. First of all, let me introduce myself. My name is Reinhard Tambolon, NIM 15 250 300. We are from Group 6 and today we are going to discuss an interesting topic: understanding real-world information system projects. So, let's get started. Okay, then let me introduce the team of our member. The first is Reinhard Theo Tambobolon. It's also me. And the second is my friend Mahardika Yuda Permana, Deva Sulkhoiri, Iben Rom Masud, Ramadhani Arda, and Rehan Rafi. We are very excited to share our insights with you today. So, let's go. Okay, next slide 3. What are we analyzing? So, what exactly are we analyzing in this project? Often, people have a myth that information system are just about IT and coding, that it's purely technical work. But the reality is quite different. In our analysis, we emphasize that information system is actually a combination of the three key pillars. Number one is people, projects, and technology. It's not just about a building system. It's about solving everyday business problems and improving how things works in the real world. Izinkan saya menjelaskan dengan bahasa Indonesia. Jadi, apa sebenarnya yang kami analisis dalam proyek ini? Seringkali ada mitos bahwa sistem informasi itu hanya seputar IT dan coding saja, bahwa ini murni pekerjaan teknis. Namun, kenyataannya jauh berbeda. Dalam analisis kami menekankan bahwa sistem informasi sebenarnya adalah kombinasi dari tiga pilar utama: manusia, proses, dan teknologi. Ini bukan hanya sebuah atau soal membangun sebuah sistem, tapi tentang menyelesaikan masalah bisnis sehari-hari dan memperbaiki cara kerja di dunia nyata.
Okay, Theo, thank you for your time. Let me introduce myself. My name is Ramadhani Arda. In this slide, we explain why it is important to analyze real-world cases in information system. First, there is a difference between theory and reality. What look perfect on paper does not always work well in a real situation. Second, we analyze real-world cases to understand what makes a project successful or unsuccessful. Third, we can learn from mistakes, especially mistakes that cost a lot of time and money. Finally, we also need to understand the human impact, because information systems are used by people, not just machines. For example, a system may be technically advanced, but if the user are not properly trained, the project can still fail. That's why analysis real-world cases help us see the bigger picture, not only the technology, but also the people and process involved.
Case study 1. The success story. 1. Project moving from messy emails to a communication hub, like Teams. 2. The problem: lost information and slow response. 3. The solution: a centralized app for all teams. 4. Result: faster communication and happier employees. 5. Why it worked: the company give employees time to adjust. Project: implementing a new accounting software. The problem: the old software was too slow. The reality: management rushed the installation in just 1 week. Result chaos, error, and frustrated staff. Why it failed? Zero user training and poor communication. Speaker notes. Sekarang kita lihat kasus yang kurang bagus. Ada perusahaan yang beli software akuntansi baru yang super mahal, tapi mereka buru-buru memasang sistem itu cuma dalam waktu seminggu saja, tanpa nanya atau ngelatih karyawannya. Hasilnya jadi kacau semuanya. Orang-orang nggak tahu cara pakainya, banyak kesalahan, dan produktivitas malah turun. Teknologinya sih bagus, tapi proyeknya gagal karena nggak ada training sama sekali.
Okay, let's go to study 2. The not so good story. In this case, I have example for story. The company one used new accounting software because the old software was too slow. The manager decided to install new system is quickly, so they finish in just 1 week. At first, everything would be better, but soon, many problems appear. The staff not understand how to use the new software. They made many mistakes, feel stressed and confused. There was no training for the user and communication was poor. Because of this, project failed and create chaos in the company. So conclusion, project implementation accounting software. The problem, the old software was too slow. The reality, management rules the installation in just 1 week. Result, chaos, error, and frustration staff. Why failed? Because zero training and poor communication. Jadi di case kedua ini menceritakan story yang kurang baik, dengan contohnya yaitu pembuatan software baru untuk accounting karena software lamanya terasa lemot dan diberi waktu hanya rentan waktu yang sebentar, seperti itu. Thanks.
Key takeaways: the secret formula. Clear purpose. Everyone in the organization needs to understand why a change is happening. If people don't know the reason, they may resist or feel confused. Second, proper training. It's not enough to just give employees new software or tools. They need to be properly trained so they actually know how to use them effectively. Third, user feedback. Employees who use the system daily should be listened to. Their feedback helps improve the system and ensure it works well in real situations. That means successful implementation doesn't happen installation. It takes time to adjust, fix issue, and make everything run smoothly. Thank you.
Conclusion: technology is only a tool, the people make it work. The goal of any ES project is human collaboration, not just installing software. Sebagai kesimpulan dari presentasi saya, kita bisa melihat bahwa teknologi itu pada akhirnya hanyalah sebuah alat. Walaupun sistem yang digunakan sangat canggih, modern, bahkan mahal sekalipun. Semua itu tidak akan memberikan manfaat yang maksimal jika orang-orang yang menggunakannya tidak memahami cara kerjanya atau bahkan tidak mau menggunakannya. Dalam sebuah proyek sistem informasi, keberhasilan tidak hanya ditentukan oleh software atau teknologi yang dipakai, tetapi juga oleh manusia yang ada di dalamnya, mulai dari pengguna, tim IT, hingga manajemen. Semuanya harus bisa bekerja sama dan saling mendukung. Dari analisis proyek yang kita pelajari, kita jadi memahami bahwa komunikasi, pelatihan, dan kesiapan sumber daya manusia itu sangat penting. Tanpa adanya kolaborasi yang baik, teknologi justru bisa menjadi beban, bukan solusi. Oleh karena itu, tujuan utama dari setiap proyek sistem informasi sebenarnya bukan hanya sekedar menginstal atau menerapkan sistem baru, tetapi bagaimana membuat sistem tersebut bisa digunakan secara efektif oleh manusia. Jadi, bisa disimpulkan bahwa kolaborasi manusia adalah kunci utama keberhasilan. sebuah teknologi, karena pada akhirnya bukan teknologinya yang menentukan sukses atau tidaknya suatu sistem, tetapi bagaimana manusia memanfaatkannya. Terima kasih.
Okay, that's bring us to the end of our presentation. We hope you have a clear understanding of what information system truly are. Thank you very much for your time and attention. Now, we are opening any question you might have. You can asking in the kolom komentar.